in his office. You see.
I spoke about that only with reference to the record that you'll be running on in terms of projects.
That's what I'm saying. There are so many things to be done. Look, do you know a state that was created since 1967 never had an institution that produced doctors, which is a key. This is the area we are lacking.
Talking now about health.
That's what I'm talking about. A major state like Rivers, since 1967 that was created, never had an institution that to train lawyers, doctors. That was bad. Do you know how Rivers State University, which was seen as Rivers State University of Science and Technology, started producing lawyers? Even at that time when you go to law school, just how can you be producing lawyers at University of Science and Technology? Why? There was no institution. The University of Paragon, there was no faculty of law. So it was meant that the state wouldn't have had an institution that would train lawyers that work in the Ministry of Justice tomorrow. What will be the number that will go outside? As I speak to you today, when I was the Minister of Education, I brought Faculty of Law to University of Port Harcourt. University of Port Harcourt started since 1976-7. No Faculty of Law, a conventional university. A state like Rivers State had no state institution to train doctors.
But in terms of what you mentioned about the impact on the people, projects with the impact on the people,
yeah.
Give us an idea of some of those projects.
That take, for example, Transamadi Road. Transamadi is seen on the industrial bay area, and that place was collapsed. The state government awarded that job about 40-something billion to ROCC in 2009. I came in 2015, 8 years after. In any case, why do you award a project that will take 8 years? How? There's cost variation, there's fluctuation in our country, there's inflation. But because of the importance of that road, we completed it. I was paying 1 billion naira every month to our IGR, to the contractor, calculated how much I paid. We paid over 24 billion. And that's the reason somebody will say they nearly completed. Of the debt, if I reduce the cost, see that road today. Look at the road from Aboloma, Woji Elelewon, the bridge. That road was awarded in 2009 to Rafol. When I came to 2015, Rafol has abandoned the job and left. I had to call them back. What is the problem? They have to say, look, we are ready. That project was like 12 billion or 9 billion that was awarded to them then. We now made a variation of about 2 billion naira extra, 11 billion. I paid over 7 billion. That road has been completed. It's a major road. Look at the road going to Eche. Eche was cut off. Eche is the food basket of the state. And when I see people talk, they don't see. They should go and watch the video. So when anybody was going to Eche again, Eche people had to take through Omuma, take Oyibo. Go and see. I finished that road. Go and see Boris Agwan Road. Every politician that came in this state politicized that road. I'm going to do this road. I'm going to do this road. Today, to the glory of God, go and see it. It's about 18 kilometers to Alai with street light. And then I opened the Ogoni area. Go and see what is happening. Look at Elelewon, Rumacross Elelewon, Apajo Road. That road was awarded by my predecessor to a local contractor at a cost of 7 billion naira. But he never funded it, never gave, the man never mobilized. I said, no. I called Julius Berger. There's the importance of this road. I know you have the capacity. Jabala said they were going to take 9 billion naira. I said, no problem. To the glory of God, this November we are commissioning that road. Go and see it. Go to Diop. Go to Brokri. Brokri used to be the main town in this Port Harcourt before. But Brokri became a no-go area. Go and see Burokiri today. People do not understand this. Look, in terms of, see what we are doing with the courts today. This court was chained, was padlocked for 2 years. Nobody could enter the court. People whose husband died, they could not access the probate registry. I know of a woman who was remanded by a magistrate prison custody today to be granted bail tomorrow. Tomorrow, the government locked the court. The man was there for that 2 years. And even had a baby there. Now tell me, people just forget easily. I don't want to mention very strategically. This state has been industrial court. The government approved the industrial court for us. Our government then refused to. We are going to Bayelsa. 80% of the matter in industrial court from Rivers. And look at the risk. And now one of the things I remember my letter to Nigeria. When he came back from the court, he said, sir, 80% of the cases are from the state. And look at the East-West Road. It's a death trap. That's okay. Go and meet the president of the National Industrial Court. And they agreed. Today, the CJN has commissioned it.
Have you gotten your oil wells that were ceded to Bayelsa in the previous administration?
That's the matter of we're discussing of that. We're brothers. We don't need to fight everything. But we must have to resolve the matter amicably. So, for me, I can proudly walk around and tell anybody who cares and beat my chest and say, look, for these years, what I've done, I said to God, thank you for the opportunity, for the privilege you've given me to serve the state. I raised my head high. It had nothing to do with whether you win an election or not win an election. I don't even want to talk about the election because ordinarily, if not because of they just want to rig the election, I don't think any party should have fielded a candidate to run against me. But because they believe that with the state machinery, when I mean state, I'm talking about the federal government, with the police and SARS that they have, they will make sure no election takes place here. And then they make sure they bring in security men to overrun us. But man plans. God said no. That your plan is not what will work.
You've had a problem with flooding in the state more recently. I was listening to a radio program on my way here, and there was this very lively discussion about political imputations into, for example, the fruit market, where you compensated the people who you said you would rebuild the market and all that. And then people were saying that, why would you promise and give all that? And then yet, those who are suffering from flooding in I believe it's Orashi.
Yes, I've not done anything. I've not done anything.
Yes, I've not done anything.
These are politicians, let me tell you.
And they are coming, that they will come to government house. And
I've opened the gate for them. I've opened the gate that they will be here for 2 weeks, they won't go. I've mentioned they eat here. You know, when you see all these politicians who think that they can blackmail the government, the food matter got burnt. I was there that night. I felt so bad. People had goods. That's their means of livelihood. God burnt, burnt to the robbers. The following morning, before I left Abuja, I went there. I told them, look, don't worry. I'll send my special advisor, my special projects to come and look at it and review the market. And when I come, she submit the names, we'll try to assist to give you some money back so that you can start off again. Immediately I left, my predecessor and his candidate, his business partner, Toyekol, went there. Oh, that if they vote for them, they will review the market. Meanwhile, my one market, which is called Rumuwoji Market, was born to die in 2013. When my president was there, he told them he was going to review the market. As I speak to you, you never laid one foundation. Now you have less power. Now a market has been born. He said, when we come, we will build. While you were here, the one that got born, you didn't build. Is when you come back. Have you ever seen such a thing? And people who talk about flooding, they are not right. If you know what we've done, how we have even gone to partner with oil companies and see what we have bought, sending to them. What is going on is that some people, in every crisis, some people think they will make money out of it.
Oh, yes.
I took direct charge. I said, no, I'm not going to use any ministry. So they went and instigated some people that the government does not want to care for them. Who will not care for them? I married for Morash. So do I want my people, my wife to die? Certainly not. So I had, they are going to protest. I said, come on, this is democracy. Allow them to protest. Don't kill them the way they are killing the sharks in Abuja. Let them protest. It's their right. When they protest, they will go. But that cannot intimidate me. That cannot be a blackmail. I will do what is right, and at the time I know we're going to do it.
What is right, and what are you going to do for them?
We are providing them food, beds, and so many things to cushion the effect.
And then in the long term?
Of course. By this November, December, when the water must have come, you see, it's a natural disaster. It has nothing to do with drainage or no drainage. These are people who live within, when the water overflows from the River Niger, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem.
Your Excellency, it's been a pleasure having you with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.